Hi Vikings, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about looping. What is it and how you can get better at it? Let's start. Looping is basically when the killer is chasing you around certain structures, like high wall structures, jungle gyms that also have pallets and vaults, around TL walls that only have windows, and around pallets, either within structures like the shack or outside in the open. Let's talk a little bit about the structures that you're going to find in the game. They're called maze tiles, or also known as jungle gyms. The maze tiles have 4 iterations, each with a unique layout. They always spawn around the same general location of the map. However, the chosen iteration may change between trials. That means that even if you play the same map twice, you're never going to have the same variation of the maze tiles. Each maze tile can potentially contain a chest, a hook, a locker, or a totem. Most types of maze tiles can also spawn a generator inside. T-walls, or TL walls, consist of a T-shaped wall and an L-shaped wall. Each wall has a window attached to it that you can vault. There's another short wall where a locker can spawn within the TL walls. Single pallet gyms consist of a long C-shaped wall and a short L-shaped wall. There will always be a pallet between these two walls. There's a separate short C-shaped wall where a totem can spawn, and there is a straight wall parallel to the short C-shaped wall. A hook can spawn there. Jungle gyms contain both a window and a pallet. They have 2 potential window and pallet spawns. The window and pallet are always on the opposite sides of the jungle gym, facing each other. The 4-wall gyms are a tile exclusive to the Mount Ormond Resort, Yamoka Estate, Crota Sprint Asylum, and Auto Heaven Record Realms. It consists of 4 parallel walls with a vault and a pallet. The window and the pallet have 2 possible spawns. The place on which the window doesn't spawn becomes a hole. Z-walls are also a type of maze tile. This tile can be found towards the edges of the map and is considered extremely unsafe. Z-walls, just as the name suggests, is a tile made out of 3 short walls, and the wall in the middle has a window. Looping around vaults and windows. This might seem like a dead end to you, but it actually can buy a lot of time for your teammates if you know how to do it right. You have to always keep in mind that you can only vault any window of the map 3 times consecutively in a chase. After that, the entity is going to claim it and is going to block it for the next 30 seconds. Around a TL wall, you have 2 windows, and you can also just juggle between the 2 until one of them gets blocked, and you can try move on from there. For Z-walls, it's harder to get the window blocked because you're not going to have the opportunity to vault it that many times. You're going to always have to move around since it's around the edge of the map, and it's very, very unsafe for you. When looping in a jungle gym, you really want to keep track of the killer's red stain. Whenever in chase, you can determine which direction the killer is facing by taking a look and noticing the red stain. If you see it, that means that they're coming straight after you. If you don't, they might be going the other way, or they might be hiding it through perks or by turning around in chase to trick you and catch up to you. The moment you learn how to track the killer's movements by watching their red stain, that is the moment that you're not going to need my videos anymore.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
To prevent the windows from getting blocked and to make it so that you preserve the times and the attempts that you have at vaulting the window, you might want to try faking. What is faking? Yes, you heard that right. Faking. In order for you to master this technique, if you will, you have to be extremely convincing and you have to be really, really sure on yourself. To trick a killer into thinking that you're going to vault a window, you have to make sure that you take the angle around the vault very wide, so it looks like you're going to have a fast vault, and press your character against the vault, but then just keep on running. The killer is either going to double back and they're going to try catch you off, but they're going to lose momentum and distance, or they're going to try and swing at you, but they're going to miss. Looping around pallets is the last thing I'm going to touch up on today. When it comes to pallets, you're going to have to keep in mind a couple more things, like identifying which pallets are safe and which ones are not. This is going to be crucial for your looping game because it's going to help you determine whether it's valuable for you to stay around the pallets that you see, or it's easier for you to just move on and get to the next one. For example, a safe pallet is one of those pallets that the moment that you drop it creates a safe space for you to play around it. The killer either is forced to break it so they can continue chasing you closely, or they're going to have to walk around it a great distance to catch up to you. If they do that, then there's a lot of wiggle room for you to create a lot of tensioned situations like faking, so you can juggle with their mind a little, and so on and so forth. A safe pallet can be the one that's found in the jungle gyms or inside main buildings, or even the iconic shack pallet or the god pallet. Unsafe pallets, on the other hand, are those pallets that the moment when you drop them, they're going to not put that much distance between you and the killer, and with just a couple steps, they're going to be able to still reach to you. It's better for you to move from those pallets because it's not going to help you in the long run if you don't have your faking game on point. When choosing to drop a pallet, you have to think about what you're going to do from there, because the killer is going to have two options: either break it, get rid of it, and move on, or play around it and is going to give you more time to wiggle. If you're going to drop a pallet, please never camp it. This is another rule of mine: never camp pallets. Nothing good comes out of it. When a killer is going to see you camp a pallet, which is standing right next to it or crouch around it, they're going to automatically think that you're going to drop it. So in order for you to not be so predictable, never camp pallets. It's going to always make you drop the pallet, and you're going to waste valuable resources for you and your teammates. The moment a killer sees someone camping a pallet, they're going to either bait you into dropping the pallet, never taking the stun, they're going to break the pallet and continue chasing you, or they're going to swing through the pallet, and more often than not, they're going to take the hit. It's never a good idea. Never camp pallets. Well, this is it for our how to loop video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see if you already knew about some of these, if this is the first time you're finding out about the tips and tricks that I've showed, or if you use something different. Make sure that you type down below in a comment so I can see you. Give this video a like and make sure that you're subscribed and ring the bell to be notified of my future uploads. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.